This is Issy for Kid2Kid Tutorials, and right now we're going to be talking about multiplication using the lattice method. And also the lattice method with multiplication is actually really easy. Hi, so let's start with our first problem. So it's 225 times 12. With the lattice, this is going to be really easy. So we're going to add the 1 times 1 to the 225 first. So 1 times 5 equals 5, right? So we will write a 5, we will write a 0, because the 0 right here is the tens place, but there's nothing in the tens place, so we just write 0. And the 5 is there because there are ones. So now let's do 1, 2, and 5. 1 times 2. Okay, 1 times 2 equals 2. So we do it again. So there's nothing in the tens place, but there's something in the ones place, which is 2. Okay, now let's do 1 times 2. So it'll equal the same thing, 0 and 2. Now we could do 2 times 5. So that would equal 10. So you actually write a 1 in the tens place and a 0 in the ones place. And then 2 times 2 equals 4. So you write a 4 at the bottom and a 0 at the top because there's no tens. And then you times the 2, which is 4 again. Now, all you have to, so it's pretty easy. You see those lines, like these lines? Your answer would be here. So you just bring down the 0. And then you add 5, 1, and 4. Notice that they're in these lines, and it's going in the square. So that means like 6 plus 5 plus 1 plus 4. So 5 plus 1 equals 6, and then plus 4 equals 10. So you put a 0 there, and then you put the 1 where you're going to add it next, which is right here. If you put it right here, then that would mean like you might think it's a 10. So we have to put it there. And then so we add 1 to 0, which is 1. And then 1 to 2, which is 3. And then 3 to 4, which is 7. So we put the 7 there. And then a 0, 2, and 0. So you add 0 to 2, which is 2. And then you add 2 to 0. So we could put 2 here. So also you can also like cross them off when you're done with them. You can also just cross them off. And then we bring down the 0 here. And then here's your answer. Okay, let's do our second problem, or the last and final problem. So we have 325 times 15. So we could do 1 times 5 first. So 1 times 5 equals 5. So remember, the 0 and the 5. The 0 is the tens, because there's nothing in the tens, so it's 0. But 5 is in the ones. Okay, so now we do 1 and 2. 1 times 2, which is 2. And then we do 1 times 3, which is 3. And then we can move on down to 5. So 5 times 5 equals 25. So you add something in the tens place, which is 2. You add the 1 place, which is 5. We have 5 times 2, which is 10. So you add 1 and then 0, because there's nothing in the ones place. And then you add 5 times 3, which equals 15. And then you can just bring them down. So like the 5 can go right here. And 5 times 2, like 5 added to 2, 7 here. And then like I said, you can also cross them off. 3, 6, 7, 8. So 8 here. And then 3 and 1, 4 here. And then you just bring down the 0. And then here's your answer. thank you for watching Kid2Kid Tutorials. If you like our videos, please share, like, and subscribe. Thank you. And also my brother, Zach, will be coming next week using his geometry skills, and then I will come back later.